you're a white woman, I would love for you not to scroll. And if you are not a white woman, feel free to stay, obviously. But be nice, okay? There's a goal I'm trying to achieve here, and we gotta work together to do this shit. All right, back to the white women. Hi. I'm gonna need y'all to stand on business, okay? I really need y'all to do it, okay? And I know for a fact that a lot of y'all do, okay? I interact with y'all every day, okay? Because some of y'all some down bitches, okay? And I love that. But I'm gonna need y'all to not let anything like that Idaho town hall ever happen.
Hi, I'm a down bitch and I want to talk about the Idaho town hall. I needed a few days to process it because I had such a strong emotional reaction. And, I talk a lot about how if I have a really big reaction, I don't want to have an immediate response because I will sometimes do something foolish that I should not because my emotions are so high. And so I took a few days to read the news stories and to watch videos from other creators like that one, which is in my reshares. You should go watch it. For those that don't know what happened, there was an Idaho town hall with a Republican congressman and a woman, Dr. Teresa, I'm going to forget her last name, spoke out against what was happening. As you are allowed to do in a town hall, she's exercising her right to free speech, trying to engage. That's the purpose of a town hall, is engaging as a constituent with your elected official. She was then forcibly bodily removed from the venue by three men who would not identify themselves, and it later turned out they were a private security company. This company has lost its license. She was physically dragged from the building, kicking and screaming. The eyewitness accounts were that her shirt had been pulled up and her undergarments were exposed as they dragged her out, which obviously is completely illegal. In her attempt to defend herself, allegedly she bit one of these men and has been charged for it, which they've raised over $250,000 for her legal fund, and I'm sure that the case is going to get thrown out. I hope. But watching that footage, which
be arrested. So folks, when our nation began, there was some really
You're gonna arrest her?
No,
he's not a law enforcement officer, by the way.
What would you like to do? So yes, we're going to get to him.
Why did that man get up and move so that he could access her?
It's not a negotiation. But the problem is the folks. Oh look! Look at that! Oh, he's showing how intelligent he is with all the refined words that he has. They came here to disrupt so that the citizens can't hear. The reality is there's a whole bunch of great things that are happening. The problem is we got a bunch of rabble-rousers who just won't allow it to be spoken. So, the thing is, what I'm doing up here is I'm simply over-talking you because your voice is meaningless right now. And we're just taking care of the rabble-rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down and we'll get back to hearing the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem?
The consequences of exercising your constitutional right are that you get assaulted and dragged from a venue where you have a legal right to be.
Not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation
shameful for exercising your constitutional rights.
Folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to you. In the meantime, we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here. No, I should be removed. I should be allowed to cry and yell and scream. I should be able to allow to interrupt.
Excuse me, Sheriff Morris. This gentleman is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy?
No.
No, fucking our deputy. Is he a deputy? He's our deputy. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that?
just cooperate, it will be 100 times better. Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. Y'all want to be shit. You refuse to identify yourself.
Who are you? To come here today, and I applaud them for doing so. Thank you for coming. But the problem is this. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to...
I had the same reaction that a lot of Black women creators had, which is, how the fuck did nobody stand up and stop this? And I understand this was Coeur d'Alene, so it is kind of a bastion of white supremacy. And I understand why a lot of the men there would do absolutely fuck all to help this woman. But she was not there alone. My initial reaction to the video as they're dragging her out is like, why is every woman in that place and any man who considers himself an ally not standing up and clogging the aisles so that they cannot remove this woman, just putting your body in the way? Why are you not doing that? Why did you all sit and just watch this woman be assaulted by 3 men and dragged out? Right, so here is an image from that event. These 3 men, they're not law enforcement. This is fascism on full display. A woman bodily forcibly removed for exercising her constitutional rights by these 3 chuds. I don't know who they were, but again, the company that they worked for has lost their license. As the chief of police encouraged this behavior and let it happen. I saw this on the 5051 movement's Instagram this morning. And again, this is another picture of these men forcibly restraining, assaulting this woman. And this tweet right here, we are underreacting. I don't understand how people just watched this happen. Right, so the more I have been thinking about this issue and then watching some other folks' reaction videos, and especially Black women being like, I would never let that happen to another woman. How are white women so enculturated to just sit passively by and let men assault another woman? And we are raised to not cause a fuss. We are raised to prioritize our own selves, to not experience any discomfort, but definitely not to put ourselves in harm's way for other women. This is why we as white women, we are not safe in general. So every time I've gone to sit down over the last day and a half and make a video response about this, I just feel such an extreme level of rage that I can't really talk about it. There is the level of rage, of course, these fascist men are going to behave this way. It's like, yes, I'm angry at what they did, but so much more am I angry that everybody else stood by and let it happen. Right, but isn't that the banality of evil? It's not just the people who are committing the atrocities. It's the multitudes who stand by and let it happen, knowing that it is wrong and refusing to summon up the courage to stand up. And I like to think that I believe in the goodness of people, that people will rise to the occasion and do the right thing. And so every time I watched that video or saw a video of somebody discussing it, I felt really bleak. I felt really discouraged. And then I saw Sad Beige Lady's video. I'm going to play a little bit of it here.
I'm seeing a lot of tweets that are like, it's absolutely chilling to watch this woman be dragged out of a town hall for dissenting with absolutely nobody coming to her aid. And I completely agree about that. But I also think that this is going to be a catalyst for white women who for the first time see themselves as part of the intended class of victims and not just like an accidental inclusion. And I hope as many people see this as possible, because I want these people to forever remember what shriveling cowards they were in the face of fascism.
At the end of the day, I think Sad Beige is correct. I think every white woman in America needs to see this. None of us are safe. None of us will be safe under fascism. No man will come to our aid. It is up to us to stand and fill the aisles, to put our bodies on the line for each other. But we have strength in numbers. That if we don't rise up and stop this, this is what the future looks like for every woman who thinks that she's protected. This is what you're in for. Let this video be a wake-up call to you. Share it with every woman that you know.